powerful magnitude 6.7 earthquake struck Central Sulawesi, Indonesia on June 16, 2026, sending thousands of residents rushing into the streets and reviving painful memories of one of the country's worst natural disasters. The earthquake occurred at approximately 11:27 in the morning local time. According to seismic monitoring agencies, the shallow quake originated about 42 kilometres southeast of Palu city in Sigi Regency, at a depth of just 10 kilometres beneath the surface.
Hancur kami punya gereja, kasihan.
Because of its shallow depth, the earthquake generated extremely strong shaking across much of the region. Residents in Palu and surrounding communities reported violent ground movement lasting close to a minute. In many areas, people described the shaking as some of the strongest they had felt in years. Within minutes of the main shock, a powerful aftershock measuring around magnitude 5.2 struck the area, followed by numerous smaller tremors. Seismologists recorded at least 9 significant aftershocks during the first few hours after the event, keeping residents on edge and forcing many to remain outdoors.
Bekas RPP dulu di Manimbaya.
Videos shared online captured dramatic scenes from across Central Sulawesi. Buildings swayed, furniture toppled, ceilings cracked, and frightened residents rushed out of homes, offices, shops and schools, seeking safety in open spaces. One of the most immediate concerns involved hospitals in the affected region. Medical staff quickly evacuated patients as a precaution, moving them outside while buildings were inspected for potential structural damage. Images from local facilities showed patients, healthcare workers and family members gathered in open areas as authorities assessed the situation. Several reports also emerged of damage to public infrastructure. Officials temporarily closed the Palu 3 bridge after concerns were raised about possible structural cracks. Traffic was diverted while engineers conducted inspections to determine whether the bridge remained safe for use. Elsewhere, authorities reported cracked roads, damaged ceilings and structural fractures in several buildings. A number of older and more vulnerable structures appeared to suffer the greatest impacts. Electricity infrastructure was also affected in some locations, with reports of damaged utility poles and sparks observed during the shaking. Despite the intensity of the earthquake, there was one piece of reassuring news. Indonesia's Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysics Agency, known as BMKG, quickly confirmed that the earthquake posed no tsunami threat. Because the quake occurred inland and involved a different fault mechanism than major tsunami-generating events, officials stated that no tsunami warning was necessary. Even so, memories of the devastating 2018 Palu disaster remained fresh in the minds of many residents.
Datang setelah gempa, pasien semua keluar.
In September 2018, a magnitude 7.5 earthquake struck the region, triggering catastrophic liquefaction, landslides and a deadly tsunami that killed more than 4,000 people. The trauma from that disaster continues to influence how communities react whenever strong shaking occurs. As news of the latest earthquake spread, many residents immediately moved away from coastal areas or sought refuge in open spaces, even without an official tsunami warning. Social media quickly filled with messages of concern, prayers, and updates from local communities checking on friends and family. From a scientific perspective, this earthquake appears to be different from the catastrophic 2018 event. Experts say the June 2026 earthquake was caused by movement along a normal fault, a type of fault associated with crustal stretching. The 2018 earthquake, by contrast, occurred on the Palu-Koro fault, a major strike-slip fault system known for producing powerful horizontal movement. However, both events highlight the extraordinary tectonic complexity of Sulawesi. The island sits near the boundary of several major tectonic plates, including the Sunda Plate, the Australian Plate, and the Philippines Sea Plate. The constant interaction of these massive geological forces makes Indonesia one of the most earthquake-prone regions on Earth. Scientists also note that local geology likely amplified the shaking experienced in Palu. Much of the area sits on sediment-filled basins and alluvial soils that can intensify seismic waves, causing stronger ground motion than would otherwise be expected. This helps explain why a magnitude 6.7 earthquake produced such significant shaking across a broad area. As of several hours after the earthquake, authorities had not reported any confirmed fatalities or major casualty figures. Damage assessments remain ongoing, and emergency teams continue to inspect buildings, roads, bridges, hospitals, and other critical infrastructure throughout the region. Officials are urging residents to remain cautious and stay alert for additional aftershocks, which could continue for days or even weeks. People have also been advised to avoid entering damaged structures until inspections are completed and safety is confirmed. For many residents of Central Sulawesi, today's earthquake served as a powerful reminder that the region remains vulnerable to significant seismic hazards. While this event does not appear to have caused the catastrophic destruction seen in 2018, it has once again highlighted the importance of preparedness, resilient infrastructure, and rapid emergency response in one of the world's most active earthquake zones. As assessments continue and more information becomes available, communities across Palu and Sigi will be watching closely, hoping that the worst has passed, while remaining prepared for whatever comes next. For now, the focus remains on safety, recovery, and supporting those affected by another powerful reminder of nature's force in Central Sulawesi.
Banyak rumah-rumah warga yang rusak.